Hello everyone, welcome to premiermath. Today I am to solve SSCCGL previous year questions. We will be solving majority of the questions using speed math. So let's start our session. If radius of a cylinder is half, what happens to its volume assuming height remains constant? Volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. So here r in this volume is in the form of r square. So when radius halved, volume will become 1 by 4th of it. R square by 4, 1 by 4 of it. Option 3 is your answer. What is the least square number that is divisible by 8, 12 and 20? Just take LCM of 8, 12 and 20. Here 8 is equal to 2 cube and 12 is 4 into 3, that is 2 square into 3, and 20 is 5 into 4, that is 2 square into 5. Now LCM is equal to greatest power of 2 is 2 cube and of 3 is equal to 3 and of 5 is equal to 5. Now 15 into 8 is equal to 120, but 120 is not a square. We need least square. So just make the power of this prime numbers as even. Then you will get the square. So here 120 into, to make 2 cube even, multiply it with 2. So 2 cube into 2 is 2 raised to 4. So multiply it with 2. And again 3 into 3 is 3 square. 5 into 5 is 5 square. So this is equal to 120 into 30, 3600. Or you can simply take multiple of 120 here. Option 1 is your answer. If the amount is rupees 600 and principal is rupees 450, which is compounded yearly for 1 year, calculate the rate of interest. Here this 450 is compounded yearly for 1 year. Compound interest is compounding yearly and number of terms is 1 year, which means simple interest equal to compound interest. So just calculate the simple interest. Here difference between principal and amount is equal to 150, and this 150 generated from this 450 principal. Now if you convert it into percentage, this is equal to 1 by 3rd of 100, which is 33.33%. Option 3 is your answer. Here principal rate and time are given. Find the simple interest. Here rate is given as 8.5%. That is simple interest for 1 year is 8.5% of the principal. Then for 2.5 years, it is 2.5 into 8.5% of the principal. Now just take digital sum of simple interest here, which is equal to 2 plus 5 is 7, 8 plus 5, 13. So 3 plus 1 is 4. And here 1 plus 5 is 6. Now again 7 into 4 is 28. 28 means digital sum is equal to 1. So 1 into 6. Digital sum is equal to 1 into 6. 6. Now check for digital sum in the option. Here digital sum is 9. Not our answer. Here it is 4. And here it is 12 plus 3, 15. So 1 plus 5, 6 is digital sum. Here it is 5. So option 3 is your answer. A person crosses 700-meter long street in 5 minutes. What is the speed in kilometer per hour? Speed is equal to distance 0.7 kilometer divided by time 5 by 60 hour. So this is equal to 8.4 kilometer per hour. Option 2. A hollow rectangular parallel pipe has external dimensions 12, 10 and 8 and a thickness of 1 centimeter. Find its volume. Here consider this parallel pipe as closed end parallel pipe. So here if this is rectangular parallel pipe, here external dimensions are 12, 10 and 8. Now this is hollow and thickness is 1 centimeter. So here this is hollow means if this is 8, this should be 1 cut here, 1 centimeter cut here. So 6. Same way here if this is 12, this should be 10. And if this is 10, this should be 8 here. So total volume. Volume is equal to total volume minus internal volume. Here total volume is equal to 12 into 10 into 8, that is 960. And internal volume means just subtract 2 centimeter from each of this dimension, that is 10 into 8 into 6. So 960 minus 480 is equal to 480. Option 3 is your answer. if it is opponent, both the ends are, if the both the ends are open, one of the external dimension will be constant, but other two, a sector of radius 14 centimeter has an area of 154 centimeter square. Find the angle of sector. Here, if this is the angle of sector, now total area of circle is equal to pi r square. And pi r square is providing by total angle 360. But here the shaded region area is providing by theta out of 360. So this is the area of sector. Now this is equal to 22 by 7 into 14 square into theta by 360. Now area of sector is given as 154. 22 goes 7 times in 154. 7 goes 2 times in 14, and here 7 goes 2 times in 14, and 4 goes 90 times in 360. So theta is equal to 90. Option 1 is your answer. The difference between 20% of a number and 10% of the same number is 120. What is a number? So here difference between 20% and 10% is 10%. 10% of the number is equal to 120 means number here is equal to 1200. Option 3 is your answer. The average age of 10 students in a class increases by 1 year when a 30-year-old teacher joins them. What was the original average? Initially 10 students. When a teacher joins, total 11 people. Now increment here is 1. So 11 into 1, 11 is the total increment in sum. Now a 30-year-old is joining. So subtract 11 from this 30. So 19 is the initial average. Option 2 is your answer. Or you can do option verification. That is, if 19 is the initial average, then this 30 I can split it as 19 plus 11. Take 19 as common average. This is also initial average. So this extra sum 11 should be equally distributed to total 11 people. Now 19 plus 1 is 20. That is here initially 19. Then it is increased by 1 when a teacher joins. Average increased by 1. Or here 10 people average, take it as x. Then 1 person joining, total 11 people. Now 11 people average is equal to x plus 1 because here average increased by 1. Now this 1 increment is for this 10 people. So 1 into 10 is 10. And here this 1 increment is for this x plus 1. So 10 plus x plus 1 is totally due to this 30-year-old joining. So total change. This total sum is equal to 30. From this x is equal to 30 minus 11, 90. A buyer get 2 successive discount of 20% and 10% on rupees 1000. What is the price paid? Here use net percentage formula. That is here minus 20 minus 10 is equal to minus 30 plus 20 into minus 20 into minus 10 is equal to 200. 200 by 100 is 2. So minus 30 plus 2 is equal to minus 28% is the total discount. Minus 28% of 1000 is equal to 280 rupees. So 280 rupees is the total discount here. 280 rupees. So 1000 minus 280 is equal to 720 rupees is the price paid. Option 2 is your answer. A container has 60 liters of mixture of acid and water in the ratio 7:3. 20% of mixture is taken out and replaced with water. This operation repeated once more. What is the final percentage of acid in the mixture? Here, acid and water were in the ratio 7:3. So total 7 plus 3, 10 part is equal to 60 liter. Now, 1 part is equal to 6 liter. Then 7 part is 7 into 6, 42 liter. And 3 part is 3 into 6, 18 liter. So acid and water initially was 42 liter and 18 liter. Out of this 20% is taken out. So 20% means 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 of mixture taken out, but here we need to find out the final percentage of acid only. So we can ignore water part here. Just find out the acid part. Now 1 by 5 of mixture taken out means 1 by 5 of 42 and 1 by 5 of 18 is also taken out. But we are finding acid part here. So find out 1 by 5 of 42, which is equal to 8.4. 42 minus 8 is 40 minus 6, which is 34. 34 minus 0.4 is 33.6. Now you can see there is water part here, and to this only 1 by 5 of water is adding. There is no change of acid part here. So this is 33.6 after first replacement. Again, there is one more replacement. So same way, 1 by 5 of 33.6 taken out, which is equal to 5 goes 6 times in 30, 7 times in 35. So 33 minus 6 is 27. 27.6 minus 0.7 is equal to around 26.9. Again, you are adding only water part to it. 1 by 5 of water. So there is no change in acid part, which is 26.9. So finally, acid part is 26.9. So percentage of acid is equal to 26.9 out of total 60 liter into 100. This is equal to around 3 goes 9 times in 27 here. This is 26.9. So 9 into 5, around 45 percentage. Option 1 is your answer. Efficiency of ABC is 2 is to 3 is to 5. A alone can complete the work in 40 days. They all work together for 5 days and then C left the work. In how many days can A and B together complete the remaining work? Here efficiency of A is 2 unit. And A can complete the work in 40 days means total work here is equal to in 40 days A complete 40 into 2, 80 unit of work. And work completed by ABC in 5 days is equal to total efficiency of ABC is equal to 10 unit. So in 5 days, 5 into 10, 50 unit completed. Then remaining work is equal to 30 unit. And after completing 5 days work, C left the work, which means A and B should complete this remaining 30 unit of work. So days taken by A and B together to complete 30 unit of work is equal to efficiency of A and B is 2 plus 3, 5 units. So 6 days needed. Option 4 is your answer. A triangular prism has base side length 5, 6 and 7 centimeter and height 10 centimeter. What is lateral surface area? Here lateral surface area of prism is equal to perimeter of base into height. Here perimeter of base means 5 plus 6 plus 7, 18 centimeter. So 18 into height 10 is equal to 180 is your answer. Option 1 is the answer. A cone of radius 9 centimeter and height 12 centimeter is cut into two parts by a plane parallel to its base at a height of 4 centimeter from vertex. Find the volume of frustum formed. Here, if this is the cone, this cone is cut into two parts. And height of this cut is equal to 4 centimeter from vertex. Now, height of the frustum means total height is 12. Then height of frustum is equal to 8. And here, radius of larger cone is equal to 9. Consider radius of smaller cone as R. Now, if you look at this smaller cone and larger cone, they are both similar triangles. Then from similar triangle concept, small letter R by capital letter R is in the same ratio of height of smaller cone divided by height of larger cone. So this is 1 by 3 ratio. Now from this small letter R, here capital letter R is 9. So 9 by 3 is equal to 3. And here volume of frustum generated. This is the frustum, this base part. Now volume of frustum is equal to volume of larger cone minus volume of smaller cone, which is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h minus 1 by 3 pi r square h. With capital letter R and H, and here small letter R and H. So this is equal to 1 by 3 pi into 9 square into 12 minus 3 square into 4. Now 3 cancel here 4 times and here 3 cancel. So remaining is equal to pi into here, if you take 4 outside. So take 4 outside, 4 pi outside. Now remaining is 81 minus 3, which is 78. So 4 pi into 78. 4 pi into 78 means here 4 into 8, 32. 4 into 7, 28 plus 3 is equal to 31. 312 pi. Option 4 is your answer. If 3 cot A is equal to 4, find the value of 3 sin A minus 4 cos A. Here cot A is equal to 4 by 3 means tan A is equal to inverse of 4 by 3, which is 3 by 4. Then here tan A is equal to 3 by 4 means opposite side by adjacent side means hypotenuse is 5. From this 3 sin A is equal to 3 by 5. And this is 4 cos A. Cos A is equal to 4 by 5. Now this is equal to 9 by 5 minus 16 by 5, which is minus 7 by 5. Option 1 is your answer. Sin A means opposite side by hypotenuse and cos A means adjacent side by hypotenuse. Convert 1.5 radians to degree. Here 1 radian is equal to 180 by pi degree. Then 1.5 radian is 1.5 into 180 divided by pi is equal to 3.14. Now 1.5 goes 2 times in 3. So 2.x times in 3.14. Now 2 goes 90 times in 190. But this is 2.x. So this answer should be less than 90. Option 3 is your answer. If sin x is equal to cos 3x minus 20, what's the value of x? Here, if sin A is equal to cos B, A plus B should be 90 degree. So here x plus 3x minus 20 should be 90 degree. X plus 3x minus 20 is 90 degree means here 4x is equal to 110. Then x is equal to 110 by 4, which is equal to 4 goes 2 times in 11 and remaining 30. So 27.5. Option 2 is your answer. In a right angle triangle, one of acute angles is 30 degree. What is the measure of exterior angle at right angled vertex? Here, exterior angle at right angled vertex is 90 degree because here, if interior angle is 90 degree, now exterior angle at right angle vertex is 90 degree as well. Option 4 is your answer. Here, acute angle 30 degree, this is 60. This is 90. A triangle with all its angles less than 90 degree has its orthocenter located where? Inside the triangle. That is here. For a right angle triangle, here all this altitude meets at this point. So located here at the right angle vertex. Now for an triangle with all its angle less than 90 degree, all this meets at this point. So inside the triangle. And for a triangle with one angle greater than 90 degree, then orthocenter is located outside the triangle. So option 1 is your answer. Rationalize root 2 plus root 3 divided by root 2 minus root 3. So multiply it with root 2 plus root 3 divided by root 2 plus root 3. Now in denominator you have a plus b into a minus b form, which is equal to root 2 square minus root 3 square, which is 2 minus 3 minus 1. Now here root 2 plus 3 the whole square is equal to root 2 square is 2 and root 3 square is 3. And 2 into root 3 is equal to 2 root 6. Now if you multiply it with minus 1, this is equal to minus 5 minus 2 root 6. Option 2 is your answer. In triangle ABC, DE is drawn parallel to BC, intersecting AB and AC at D and A respectively. If AD is 3, if DB is 6 and AE is 4, find AC. Here this is triangle ABC. Now DE is drawn parallel to BC and here AD is 3, DB is 6 and AE is 4. Then we have to find EC here. Now by similar triangle concept, that is the smaller triangle is similar to this larger triangle. Then from that concept, this 3 part represent 4 unit. Then the 6 part should represent 4 into 2, 8 unit. Option 3 is your answer. That is here by similar triangle concept, AD by DB is in the same ratio of AE by EC. Now, if you substitute the value, you can find it. If the angle subtended by arc AB at the center is 140 degree, what's the reflex angle made by this arc at the center? Reflex angle is equal to 360 minus Angle at the center 140, which is 220. Option 1 is your answer. That is, here, if this is the circle, this arc AB create 140 degree at the center. Then reflex angle is this one, which is 220. If tan A plus CK is equal to 3, find tan A. We already know the identity C square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Then sec theta plus tan theta into sec theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. That is A plus B into A minus B format. So here A plus B means sec theta plus tan theta, which is equal to 3 here. Then A minus B, sec theta minus tan theta, which should be 1 by 3. Now, if you subtract this, sec theta cancel, this become 2 tan theta, which is equal to 3 minus 1 by 3, which is 8 by 3. Now 2 goes 4 times in 8. So 4 by 3 is your answer. Option 2 is your answer. In a circle of radius r, a chord subtends an angle theta and radian at the center. Which expression represents the length of minor arc? Here, this is the circle and this arc subtends theta radian at the center. Theta radian at the center. Now this is the minor arc here. If the chord is like this should be minor arc. Unless the chord passing through the center, then both the arc will be equal. Here, length of minor arc is equal to, here total length of the circle is circumference, which is 2 pi r. But here, this is providing by this theta radian. So this is only this much length, which is providing by theta by 360 degree. So substitute values. Here this is theta radian. So convert it into degrees. So theta radian into 180 by pi is the degrees. So this is in degrees now. Now when you substitute 2 pi r into theta radian is equal to 180 theta by pi. Now here we have 360 here. So 180 goes 2 times in 360 and here 2 pi and 2 pi cancel, remaining is equal to r theta. Option 1 is your answer. A, B, C together can complete a task in 6 days. If A alone take 12 days, B alone take 18 days, how long will C alone take? Here A, B, C together complete the work in 6 days. A complete it in 12 days and B complete it in 18 days. Now all are doing the same job. Take the LCM. LCM is 18 into 2, 36. 6 goes 6 times in 36. 12 goes 3 times in 36, 18 goes 2 times in 36. Total work here is 36 unit. A plus B plus C efficiency is 6 unit and out of which A's efficiency is 3 unit and B's efficiency is 2 unit. Now total ABC efficiency 6 means C's efficiency should be 1 unit. Now time taken by C to complete this 36 unit of work means C can complete 1 unit of work in 1 day. Then 36 unit completed in 36 days. Option 4 is your answer.